Welcome to Pokemon Dungeons and Dragons. Join our heroes, Phoebe, Milo, CJ, Bentley, as they explore the Laris region, learn about their new friends, and discover the world around them. We rejoin our heroes as they reunite with old friends. But is everything in Xantha as it appears to be?
Okay. Tegan, you awaken to Koa kind of hopping off the bed, and waddling over to the door and just kind of scratching at it and whimpering. And then you hear what sounds like a massive thud on the wall outside your room.
I'm gonna immediately get up then.
Okay.
I'm gonna go out to the door and see what's going on.
Okay.
Me and Koa. And leave Moana in the room.
Okay.
Okay.
Moana kind of pokes a little head out of the bag. She goes, "Move!"
Okay, I'll take her. I'm gonna take her.
I can't leave her. She's too cute.
I swaddle her and I take her with me.
Moana is bigger.
Yeah.
Is she?
Yeah.
She is substantially bigger than when last the folks at home saw her.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's growing like a puppy would.
Okay, so how big is she now?
She's like pretty sizable to the point that if you put her in your backpack, it like slides down.
It's hard to
Give me
carry her.
quantifiable.
Like she's
Somewhere
pretty
in the
much
vicinity
is
is
the
like
backpack.
30 pounds?
She's breaching 20 pounds.
Okay.
She's getting big.
Solid backpacks.
All right,
Lots
she
of
can
books
walk
in that
then.
bag.
She's walking.
She can, she's just loath to do it.
Yeah, okay.
a good workout.
Okay, I'm gonna pick her up.
You
I'm
can
so
carry her.
sad. I'm so sad. I just want to pick her up.
Okay.
Just make sure everything is okay.
You pick up Moana and you kind of crack the door open, and you guys all see Koa kind of emerge, tail sticking straight out, kind of growling. And Koa kind of surveys the situation and sees there's just a seemingly lifeless body on the floor, and all of your friends are surrounding them. Most of them battle scarred, a lot of them sort of withering away in different ways and places.
Oh my god, what happened?
Ghost.
Ghost, yeah, ghost.
We need to go, though.
Yeah.
We need to go.
Yeah.
Just Javier's leaving town.
Going out
with
to
more
the
of
bar.
those things.
Yes.
We gotta go now.
More of what things?
The
Operation
Ghost.
Save the Bear.
Yes. Let's go.
He got licked.
All right.
Did any other people get licked?
No, I thought it was just Pokemon.
To my knowledge, it's
So his face is just melting
My
off?
face.
It's
Hold
like
on.
withering.
Yeah.
He looks
He got
skeletal.
licked.
Yeah.
On half of his face is like
remember.
all
I-
pulled in and taut.
Is there any way that we can check to see if we can fix him?
I tried.
I'm not
There's
super worried
nothing.
about it right now. We need to go save Pendleton.
You don't care?
Uh-huh.
Alright.
Not
Yeah.
at this point.
Cool.
Guess we're going.
Bentley just runs
gonna
down the
run.
stairs with Mortar lagging shortly behind and Evinrude darting in front, even though he's
Evinrude.
got the
His
leg
gun must
got a dragonfly.
problem.
He's a dragonfly.
What time of day is it right now?
It is
Middle of the night.
late
Oh, yeah,
in the
I
night.
remember getting it. Okay.
I'm gonna call back Nubster and Shirley and then run because they're too slow.
Yeah, Nubster and Shirley are
So
they're like a battlement. You kind of just place them.
Yeah.
And they sit. They're not very fast.
they're super. Yeah.
Shuckle's basically like a giant boulder with noodles. That
Yeah.
and it really struggles.
Like
to
when we
move.
first
You
found
know,
him,
one
he
of
kept
those.
running away.
One of those animals.
Just couldn't
Okay.
get away from them.
Alright.
Alrighty, as you guys just start darting down the stairs, taking care not to trip over the body that you now see before you kind of scoop up. Or little buddies in a Pokeball.
They're all in Pokeballs.
Yep. So you guys have collected yourselves. As you make your way down into the bar below, you see 3 individuals, one of which is Spencer. Spencer's currently like kind of huddled in the corner, just rocking back and forth. The other 2 appear to be unconscious in some capacity. And you do see one of those little spectral beings sort of floating behind the bar, kind of making a mockery and sort of pretending to mix drinks, mostly just pouring liquid on the floor.
Where is Spencer in relation to the bar?
Yeah.
Is he close to the thing?
He's like huddling under the bar, hoping it doesn't see him.
Can I have a
Like on the
G&T?
outside.
No!
Okay. Just thought I asked.
Yeah, as you guys come down, the spirit kind of like flicks its eyes to the back of its head, looks at you, and just starts cackling. It's like, and it just keeps pouring the liquid on the floor, and it throws one of the bottles at the wall and just sort of darts up to you.
Oh, man.
No.
God.
We don't have time.
Roll initiative.
Buy it.
Don't have time.
Well, I'm glad I didn't call my Pokemon back.
Crash
I've got
is
a
just
great
ready to
idea.
go. He seems focused, even though his mouth's a little gray.
I'm gonna start
He's
speaking
gonna
in
try to fire up a
tongues.
water attack. Water bite this mofo.
My
Is there a rain dance?
I'm gonna start speaking in
so
tongues.
9!
9 is not enough.
Fuck! Okay, well, he's still gonna jump up and try and bite it.
Okay.
For a 24.
Hey.
That'll very hit.
Sweet God.
Come on, boy.
Very hit.
Crash to bite
Love a
this
good
thing.
very hit.
Yeah.
Why'd you get to
Good. Good.
8 damage coming in.
Let's go, Crash.
Perfect. As Crash sees this thing again, and his mouth's kind of withering, and he's sort of struggling to produce any kind of moisture. He seems very dried out. He just leaps up into this ghost, just takes a snap down, and you watch as some of the gas kind of disperses, and he hits something semi-solid, sort of crunches through, and it just sort of splits out the side of his mouth, and then coalesces back together, and the two eyes come back, and it just looks down at Crash and like glares at him.
Okay.
Mortar.
Following up with a fire punch. Let's do this. Let's not. 10.
10 is not enough. As Mortar sees it, lights up the arm and jumps up to punch it's right as Crash is biting this thing in half, and it kind of splits, and the fire punch just goes wide, and Crash's eyes kind of light up on the side as Mortar just goes and just kind of lands awkwardly kind of on his back and sort of flips himself back on his feet.
Too giddy to attack.
So if it misses, I can do the bite.
All right, it is now the creature's turn. For the creature's turn, it's going to attempt to lick Mortar.
Uh-oh.
Does a 16 beat your armor class?
Me?
For
Yeah, mortar.
What if
Oh,
it
for
licks his
mortar.
big
Yeah,
arm
it
and they
does.
become the same
Okay.
size?
That would be so cool.
That'd be awkward. As Mortar sort of reaches up to punch, and this thing sort of is coalescing back together on its way down, the ghost just kind of licks up the side of Mortar,
Spencer should
Man.
help us. He's a Magmar and a
and he does take 4 points
He's
of necrotic.
sad. He's scared.
Does he take fire damage from the flame body that
I'm
he's
gonna do the
licking?
same. I'm gonna check on.
You're his bro.
Yeah,
Is this the first time?
No, but
Does it remember?
does Lick
That's why I wanted to
make
talk to him.
Yes.
Physical
Makes physical
contact?
contact.
2 damage?
2 damage. 2 damage for
But
Lick.
it is not the first time that we
Okay.
remember. It's
I was
the
like-
first time that I've forgotten and someone else remembered.
Yeah. So as the creature just kind of licks up the side of Mortar, you watch as Mortar starts to kind of wither away,
Every bit of
and then
right
just
now.
reignites his arm and punches him right in the tongue, and it just sort of like just lights him up as Mortar's kind of landing awkwardly.
I took 4 damage from that, or Mortar did?
Yeah, Mortar took 4 necrotic damage.
Got it.
Okay.
I don't know.
And it is Evinrude's turn.
Okay.
Hit him with your weak wing.
Actually, I like it the other way.
Let's go for... Let's fly in and go for a bug bite while it's distracted attacking Mortar.
Okay.
For a 13.
13 is insufficient to hit this creature.
It's 14, remember? Last time.
Remember how many 13s we rolled last time?
As
Let's
Evinrude,
hope that doesn't continue.
as Evinrude
Painful.
flies in, he sees as Mortar's kind of getting licked and punching this thing. He's looking for a good angle, and the tongue kind of slathers away from Mortar and kind of whips around, and it almost catches Evinrude, and then his back wing that's kind of already shaky just sort of gives out, and he kind of lands on the ground beneath him. Koa!
He's gonna go for a tackle.
Okay.
Get it, cool.
Get it, Koa.
17, 21.
21 hits.
Yeah.
Cole's ready to
Just
fight.
barely misses.
Roll damage.
Oh, which one is that?
Is it
Six.
1d6?
He's a legendary creature.
Let's go.
I imagine this is 1, right?
Yes, probably. Well, we don't know. Things could have happened.
Yeah, that's true.
4.
4 points of damage.
Solid.
Right in the ghost eyes.
As
In the gut.
Koa sort of places himself between you and the creature immediately, and then sees an opening and just kind of runs in and just full on like shoulder tackles this thing from behind. And you watch as he sort of phases through it, meets a little bit of resistance, slows down, starts to drop, and then falls back onto the floor on his feet, and then just kind of runs back in between you two.
Nice.
Milo and Tegan.
I want to go talk to Spencer.
Okay.
Is that possible?
Yeah.
Can I go around it? Do I have to go through it to get to
You
Spencer?
can walk around because Koa is currently keeping himself between the two of you.
Okay, then I want to run over to Spencer and
Okay.
check on him, see how
Okay.
he's doing.
He's just like, told
Are you okay?
them there were ghosts. They didn't believe me.
Told who?
Everyone. I told everyone. Ghosts.
I'm gonna smack you in the
He
face.
goes, ah! Why did you do that?
Pull yourself together.
There's
Get
a
your
ghost.
Pokemon out of here.
I don't have a Pokemon.
What? You have 2, don't you?
Please leave me alone.
Oh my god.
I'm so scared.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Well,
Please,
this is
I'm
not
so
going to be helpful.
You tried. I
He
respect
does.
it. I
You
respect
do see
it.
he's got 2 Pokeballs on his belt.
Can I
He
take
just
them?
seems to be in shock.
He's terrible.
Can I
he's in
take
shock.
them?
You can attempt to.
Watch
Be a
out,
sleight of
he's a
hand
big
check.
dude.
Oh, I like this.
And they might not
It's an
listen.
interesting go.
Oh,
They just
God.
come out like, yeah, nope, and go back.
We were
in.
just
What,
talking
what
about
happens if
taking
I'm
more.
successful? Like, could I actually use his Pokemon?
I think we're gonna find
You
that
have
out
no
if we
idea.
go for it.
Is it D20?
It's a D20.
For what
It's
is
your
it?
Dexterity. It's a sleight of hand check.
Dexterity.
Dexterity.
Yeah, it's not a
Look at
specific
how
skill.
afraid
It's
he
just
is.
that.
Help! No,
is that?
that's a 4.
Oh God.
As you kind of reach
Oh
in,
God.
Spencer sort of steals himself and she goes, please don't touch my Pokeballs. My friends don't need to see this.
Why don't you get out of the building, Spencer?
Because there's a ghost.
We're handling it, though.
Milo, what are you doing?
I want to survey the room.
Oh my God.
I have this idea. I want to get a vacuum cleaner. I want to see if there's one around.
Oh my gosh!
Looking for a vacuum cleaner?
Anything to suck it up or contain it.
Make
Like
an
maybe like a big jar with a lid, like something to
Fantastic.
contain it.
Make an investigation check.
Okay. No. 7.
Who are you gonna call?
He can't see through the gas.
You see like a couple glasses that have been broken. There's some shattered bottles on the floor. Nothing that looks like it could sort of capture
Contain
this
a
thing.
ghost.
Yeah.
That's
That's a good idea. Let's get a fan.
Right? Something.
A really good idea.
Well, I'm happy I did
It's
it.
better than your vacuum idea. I think it is.
Good.
All right, Phoebes.
Oh, it's me.
Yeah, what are you doing?
How sick would that have been then?
It's just
Start
this one
sucking
ghost
up.
in here, right?
Releasing
as far as you can
Rocket
tell.
HQ.
Spencer and then the 2 passed out guys.
Yeah.
We can't just
Pummel
leave.
the bag.
Okay, I'm gonna go check out those 2 passed out guys. See what's going on.
Okay.
Passed out.
Go ahead and make an investigation check.
Loot their body.
Suckers.
Oh!
It's been a while.
This will be interesting. Do you have your phone on you?
Yeah.
Snap.
Okay.
Secret.
This happened last time too. It was so cool.
CJ.
CJ's immediately throwing his backpack on the ground. He's getting out a pebble. He's gonna fire it off at the ghost.
Okay, go ahead and roll an attack.
Here we go. Do I get anything to that? Is that strength? No
It is
bonus?
your strength or dexterity.
Okay, 10.
10.
Not gonna hit it.
Alrighty. As you kind of pull out a pebble, you're like, lucky pebble. Let's go, boy. The creature sees you and just sort of splits its skull, and the rock goes right through.
Yikes.
And it closes back up and just goes, nice try, shorty.
Okay.
As the rock flies through it, crashes into a bottle and just shatters it on the wall.
What kind of Pokemon is this?
What?
It's a ghastly, from what we've learned.
Bentley,
Could
Yeah.
be a ghost.
Yeah, could be a ghost.
All right, you guys ready for this?
Yes. Good.
All right, Bentley's gonna run behind the bar,
Okay.
grab a napkin, and just the foulest smelling alcohol bottle he can find.
Molotov.
And he's gonna stuff the napkin into the bottle and then throw it at the ghost. Just like loft it in the air.
Oh God.
I'm just gonna put alcohol on it.
Oh no.
Light it on fire.
Burned down the building.
This is gonna be
go ahead and make
amazing.
an
Or the
investigation
worst
check.
backfire of all
Find the
time.
smelliest alcohol you can find.
Okay. 18.
Okay. You find something pretty rank. It's called Vassa's Mark,
Yeah.
and it smells real stanky.
Okay.
Burns your nose hairs.
It's
You
gonna
get
work.
it?
No.
Well, you know what the second part is gonna be, right?
Do it.
All right.
So do I have to roll to throw or?
Yes.
Okay.
If you're throwing it at the thing,
Please hit.
And that you said is either dex or
dex
strength?
or strength.
Please
I'll
hit.
allow either. On a count of 0 to 12.
6.
6. Okay. It's kind of a weak toss. The bottle sort of gets about halfway there.
It's on brand for Bentley though.
Yeah.
Crash, what are you doing? There's now a bottle midair.
While it's in the air,
At least it wasn't overthrown or hitting
Oh, because you guys are the
us.
same number?
where am I in relation to this bottle? Well, not me,
Crash?
Crash.
Crash is sort of like finishing his bite and landing on the floor and looking up at this creature as the bottle's kind of flying overhead behind him. Crash is
Jump up
likely
and catch
unaware
it.
of the bottle.
Crash is gonna try to leer at it. and lock eyes with it and get its attention by
Okay.
leering at it.
So that is
I like that.
Wisdom check.
Save?
Yeah, wisdom save for you.
That is a natural 19.
Damn it.
Jesus.
Shit! Alright, well.
This Crash sort of stares this thing down. It just, one of the eyes just sort of rolls to the bottom of the body and just flips upside down and stares back.
Yikes.
And it just sort of goes,
Cool.
Mortar.
Yeah, so Mortar sees what Bentley's doing and is going to try and light the napkin on fire as it approaches the ghost. Is that feasible?
Roll an attack against the bottle.
Okay. What's the bottle's AC? 16 on the roll.
16 hits.
Cool.
It misses.
Go ahead and roll your damage.
Okay. What should I roll for that? I don't know what straight set a bottle on fire.
It's essentially you're rolling a fire punch
Okay.
to jump up and punch the bottle to light it on fire.
Oh, that's what I'm doing?
He
I
can
was-
spit it out of his mouth or hands.
Doesn't really.
Mortar is,
can't really do
as
that.
of yet, incapable of spitting fire.
10 damage.
10 damage.
Boy.
As Mortar leaps up, punches through this little napkin, you watch as the fire very quickly begins to go inside the bottle. I need Crash, Mortar, the creature, Evinrude, Koa, and that's it. So Crash, Mortar, the creature, Evinrude, and Koa. I need dexterity saving throws.
Oh, that's not good.
Unnatural 20 for Everett.
13 for Mortar, unnatural 20 for Evinrude.
Okay.
Plus whatever this is.
Yeah, dexterity.
3.
Oh
Three.
no.
5 for Crash.
Oh no.
5 for Crash.
Dang it.
I have a negative 1 for
We're
dexterity.
taking, we're
So-
taking some fire damage.
I was hoping it was that 8 at the top.
Everyone that rolled below a 13, you take 10 points of fire damage. And the building is currently burning.
What about
great.
the ghost? Did it hit the ghost?
Oh, it hit the ghost.
Let's go! Like it! Burn it all
Very much
down!
hit the ghost.
Energy!
Anybody who rolled above, you take halves. You take 5.
Oh,
5 points.
not so great.
from someone?
Can you grab that piece
Does
of paper?
Mortar still
that
take
one, that's
5
right.
even though he's fire
It's the
type?
one he used.
Mortar will take 3.
Just as Crash.
Okay.
What about Crash?
Oh, that's not a pen. This is broken.
Oh.
This is super broken.
And then, yeah, Crash, you as well will take 3.
3?
Did he succeed or fail?
No, failed.
You take 5.
Okay. Only 5?
Mhm.
But Koa takes 10.
Go ahead.
Because you're resistant to
Oh,
fire.
that's right.
On the creature's turn, it kind of looks frantically around the room, and it keeps darting its eyes back and forth. Phoebe, have you received the message?
Yeah.
Okay, so you know what's going on.
Yeah.
Okay. It looks towards the second man. Frantically, its eyes go wide, and it just sort of starts darting in that direction. Everybody that would like to make an attack of opportunity, you may do so.
Do it. And I just
On the
turned it.
ghost?
You can't come back, ghost.
Mm-hmm. Crash is gonna try to do the water thing again.
Are you blocking the body?
I'm gonna get licked.
Well,
it's
it's me.
gonna-
I'm doing okay still.
Or it's gonna try to inhabit
It's
me.
terrifying, but I'm still doing okay.
Oh no.
Crash is going for a water thing.
I don't know. Fuck.
Come on, bro. God damn it. He
I
can't
have
do
until
it.
they do their attack.
8. But he's still gonna try to bite him.
Okay.
What is that?
6.
6.
Okay, Evinrude's gonna go for a
11.
bug bite.
Not gonna happen.
Okay.
19.
Okay.
19.
Love it.
5 damage.
Okay. Is
And
anybody
then
else making an attack?
Mortar's gonna go for another fire punch.
Okay.
With a 20 unnatural.
Okay.
I don't. Okay. I mean, I guess I could try to
11
scream at you
damage.
guys what this says.
Can you?
Not as a reaction.
I
You
can't.
wouldn't be able to get out that much information to them. You've got about
Yet.
like a fraction of a second. But as the 3 Pokemon
Might
just sort
have
of
killed it.
see this creature flying away, Crash jumps up to bite. Evinrude does the same, and Mortar comes in with a big punch. The creature is just rocked off its axis, starts spiraling away from the body. You watch as the body is yanked from its seat and flies into the back wall of the bar as the creature disappears, and it falls flat.
Holy
The
crap.
creature's gone.
The creature's gone, and the body is kind of flung across the room into the
Just
wall.
one of them.
So we're out of combat?
You were out of combat.
But the building's on fire.
Yeah.
let's
Sorry
go
about
with it.
that.
The building is currently on fire. Most of it is clay, but the flooring and the sort of rafters and supports are all wood.
Alright, get these bodies and get out. And then tell us what's going on.
Yeah, what's going on?
What's going on,
Do
Phoebe?
you want to try to put it out, or you're just going at it?
I mean, I can try.
Is it a lot of fire?
It's a lot of fire.
Okay.
I don't think he's gonna be able to do it. He doesn't seem like he's on top of his
It
water
basically
game.
was just a blanket of burning alcohol.
Give it one shot, and
Okay.
then we'll get out of here.
Crash, dude, try and put that out, man.
He's a fireman. A fireman.
best.
Fireman.
13? 13, you were able to produce your own.
Produce so much water.
Okay, so what do I just try and
Go
fight?
ahead, go ahead and roll damage. We'll see how much
Okay.
water he's able to produce.
Your
Okay.
high number.
And do I get to do 2 because it's the water thing? Okay.
Do it. Do
Whatever your attack is, you normally would.
Hey.
Oh, baby.
So twice or just once? Okay. Nice.
Eee.
What'd you roll?
Is it +3 or just +3 at the end?
+3 at the end.
Okay. Then 13.
13. Crash sort of seeing all this.
Almost max.
You sort of like pick him up and just, you see him trying to produce water and you're just like, come on, buddy. And you just squeeze his stomach. He's just, and water just comes squirting out. It does extinguish most of the flames. There's just like a few embers left over.
Sweet.
Let's go,
Is
Crash!
that enough for Spencer? That's why I was.
Yeah,
more
that's what
concerned,
I
yeah.
was gonna try and do too.
Spencer, get out of the building!
He's like, okay, you beat that ghost and that guy flew
Yeah.
across the room.
Yep, come on.
We gotta go,
Outside.
man.
Let's get out.
Okay.
As he's doing this, Bentley runs over to the dude who hit the wall, who was the Phantom, to see if he's alive.
Go ahead and make a medicine check.
Pulse check. 10.
You kind of like put a couple fingers in a couple places, and you're like, "Is this working?" See, it's
Not
a
a double
pulse.
stat.
You're not able to feel a pulse, but it might just be that you're sort of not sure how to check one.
It could be because you're an idiot.
You said it.
I also did it. Great.
But as Spencer kind of bounds his way out the building, just ducking real low, he's out in like 2 steps.
Cool. We're gonna follow him.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're gonna
Why?
leave these bodies in here.
I'm not worried about it.
The unconscious dudes. Yeah.
If you guys want to stay, that's fine. But I'm going after Pendleton.
Well, Phoebe, what was going on?
I'm like a 12-year-old boy. There's no
So-
chance I'm dragging a grown man out of a building.
As the older people, I want to know what's going on. What's going on, Phoebe?
So I found $23 and
She leads with that! She leads with $23.
wait.
I wouldn't have
Let
even
me
said it. I would
finish.
just discreetly changed my total and left it alone.
Let me finish.
The building is on fire. We just killed a ghost. You're like, I found $23.
Yeah, we got back our $10.
Nice.
And a note and the other guys, and it said, "Please forgive us, any travelers that find us. Our minds and souls are not our own. I give my life to leave this note. I pray my soul is not unkind."
Oh wow.
So I don't think those people are themselves anyway.
I don't think that they're people anymore.
Yeah.
All right,
I think that they're dead.
Time to get out.
Yep.
Yep.
Let's go.
All right. As you guys get outside, Spencer's like, "Where will you guys go?"
Spencer, we met a bear, Teddy
Yeah.
Ursa, and we're gonna go save him. We would really like it if you came with us and tried to help.
I disagree.
I'm okay with it.
I disagree.
I like him.
Why?
Because he is very obviously reluctant to help us fight them when we come across them, and if someone were to possess him and we have to fight that, I'd rather not.
Is he hearing all of
The
this?
6
He
foot,
is.
the 7
I don't
foot
care.
man.
He's like, "He makes a fair point. You guys are little.
He's.
No offense."
Do you have anything that can help us?
Like, if
Wait,
he's not gonna help us
Spencer,
fight
how-
one, he's not gonna help us fight 2.
Did you come here and find them all like this? Did you know?
I didn't know. I just knew that my room was haunted.
Okay.
Are you haunted?
Yeah.
Why would you ask that?
All right,
He's
Spencer, if you're not
Does it
gonna.
look haunted?
No.
Spencer,
Spencer, if you're
I
not-
need you to go get Jax, the gym leader, and tell him where we're going, and tell him we need help. Can you do that?
Jax is a good person.
Okay.
All right, cool. All right, to Pendleton, let's go.
Spencer, if you're not gonna help us, do you have anything that could help us if we run into bad people?
I'm gonna go find Jax. Your
That's
little
it?
friend just asked.
He's the gym leader in the town, so
Okay.
I'm hopeful that that guy is maybe
He's
not
like-
possessed. But if he is, then we got another thing we got to
He looks at you and
kill.
just goes,
Well, here's a flashlight. It's pretty dark outside.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks,
holds out an
Spencer.
impossibly long
Super
arm to you.
long.
Thanks. Thanks, Spencer.
It's like, you're welcome.
Stay safe.
Yeah.
You too.
And he
Get
kind of pats
sane.
Koa, and Koa's like visibly shaking.
Okay.
Well, that's good.
Running.
Let's go.
Yeah,
Running.
just running
Run.
Can we
after.
see Javier at this point?
You cannot.
Yeah,
it is
so-
very dark. The moon is out. But you don't see Javier specifically, but you do see several dark shapes just sort of walking in almost like a formation.
Oh, yikes.
out.
Can
Outside.
Koa try and track where he went?
Koa's also about to die, by the
Yeah,
way.
Ko only has 1 HP
I mean,
left.
so are both of mine, but
Yeah.
I mean, tracking to at least give us like
Yeah.
directional
I can do that.
advice.
What
could
is
be
that?
helpful.
A smell check.
Yeah.
Does it smell check?
Because you get advantage, or Koa gets advantage
Yeah.
on those, right? So
I
that could be
believe so.
helpful to at least
Yeah.
put us in the right direction, so we're not. Because
Do
we have to
you
go
guys
back.
have anything of Javier's?
His burned down bar.
I can go back into the bar and grab
smoldering
something
bar.
and find a coat. I can go back and look.
Okay.
Okay.
Investigation
No,
check.
she's crazy.
So this line of people, are they moving towards us?
They're moving away from you.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is a 24.
Oh, to where?
Oh, let's go, Tegan.
You find a military jacket
Okay.
that you've seen Javier wear before on some of the brisker nights,
Okay.
sort of hanging on the wall. You're
Time
like,
out.
this'll do.
I grab that and I run back out and I have Koa sniff it.
Okay.
Tell him to go track him.
All right, so make your perception check with advantage.
Again.
Again.
Good.
And again.
Again.
That was not better.
6.
Fantastic.
6. Okay. As Koa takes a big sniff and then just goes like.
Alright, Koa's not feeling very good. Any other ideas?
And you guys can kind of smell the coat from where you're standing. It just reeks of alcohol and cigars.
I really feel like there should definitely be a Pokemon Center here, but I also don't want to split the party right now. Because I think priority number 1 is getting Pendleton.
Well-
but like at least 2, maybe 3 of us are not capable of doing any defending when we get there.
Right.
I'm not worried about it. Crash is fine. I'm
Chris
ready to go.
got this.
Crash will tell you himself he's ready to go.
My
Okay, so
Pokemon
then-
hurt, but I'm ready to fight. Let's
You
do this.
shouldn't.
And
not
we can
gonna
sneak
fight
up
now.
on them. Like, stay behind.
Moana
enough.
can.
Or at the very least, like.
Oh, can't
take
Moana
take
heal
a
us?
berry or something.
What?
Moana can heal people, right?
Yeah, only up to get to Koa 4.
But maybe she has.
Better than
Yeah,
It
one.
might help with
Unless
the
she's
lick
gotten better.
stuff.
She's
Oh, yeah, that
gotten
could
better.
work. Okay.
It might help with the lick stuff.
Oh yeah.
Why don't we all
Yeah.
stand around Moana and try that?
Yeah,
You
let
down
me-
with that?
Yeah.
It's been a
So
while
now-
since
Is it-
Moana's
is
used
it-
Teal Belt.
I'm gonna send out little buddy and Monty just in case something happens.
It's everyone within 15 feet.
Yeah, we're huddling around a big 10-foot circle.
Ding, 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 ding.
All right, Moana, go ahead and roll a d4.
Oh, which one?
The triangle.
The triangle.
The pyramid.
Very top.
Pyramid. Big money.
Okay. 2.
Okay.
Everybody may heal 2 non-necrotic damage.
Okay.
What does that mean?
It's the only kind of damage I've taken.
Yeah.
I'm taking
What does that mean?
Not me.
Oh wait, no.
All my dudes are
We
cool.
took fire damage.
Yeah.
Those of you that took fire damage, it starts to heal. The burns sort of are starting to heal over. The necrotic damage is not.
All right, I'll
Okay,
call him
okay.
back.
Anybody who got
So-
licked.
Call him back.
Listen,
Does that heal Koa?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Koa got burned.
So you're back at what, 3? Okay.
I
Just stay
think
back here. Eat a berry.
we shouldn't let them know that we're following them.
So turn off my
So we
flashlight.
have the element of surprise at least, because they have a head start.
So tell Crash to be quiet. Turn off the lights.
Crash to be stealthy.
Yeah.
Solid.
Oh, he's
As you
have
say,
balls.
tell
Have
Crash
balls.
to be quiet, he kind of goes, and sort of stomps his feet a little bit.
That's not great,
twice as
but we
loud.
can do the best that we can.
At least try.
Okay.
All right. Let's just run in the direction of the bunker.
Yeah.
Because we've been there before, so we can presumably retrace our steps or the general direction.
Yeah.
Because I don't know that Javier is going to know exactly where to go.
Well, we didn't tell him where to go. We just said he didn't come with us.
This is true.
But he knows.
But if we can find Teddy Ursa before he does, that's
Right,
bonus.
that's what I mean.
So yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Hopefully no
let's
one's
go.
following us, though.
All right. As you guys make your way towards the outside of town, CJ, you hear a rustling in some of the like dirt and brush, like just on the outside of one of the little fences, outside one of the buildings. You hear a slight rustling.
I'm gonna turn and look at it,
Okay.
but I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna keep moving.
Okay. You see like a very faint, almost like a match light, just sort of like floating ahead, and you see like a little clawed paw, sort of like shielding the match light from the wind.
I only know one claw that has those survival skills.
Yeah,
That's
for real.
interesting. Okay, that got me to
Backwards.
stop. I'm gonna go
Okay.
closer to it. Check
All
it
right.
out.
As you get a little bit closer, you see the familiar half moon circle, but it's sort of been covered up by a little piece of cloth, kind of like a bandana. And he's got his little hat on and his little walking stick and his little pack. And he looks up at you and just goes, "Hey, buddy!" Kind of waddles up to you and just goes,
It's not good.
and he rummages in his little pack and he pulls out some of that cactus fruit.
Oh my
And he
god.
sort of carves a little bit out with his finger and he goes,
Yep.
he kind of just starts rubbing it on your face.
Oh, it's cold.
And you guys watch as CJ's face slowly begins to like regain its color.
Oh,
And he pulls out a couple of these little cactus fruits and he just sort of hands one to each of you.
Bentley takes it and does the same thing to Evinrude's wing and Mortar's wherever.
Okay. As he gets to you, as he gets to you, he kind of looks up with the fruit and just goes,
Hi.
his little claws start kind of shaking and trembling,
What's wrong with
and
it?
he just goes,
Okay, I take it.
and he rummages through his pack
God.
and he pulls out this little circular device with 3 tiers on it that looks like they're like, it almost looks like a pocket watch, but 3 tiers can sort of click and grind in place. And he just goes,
Okay.
and he
my
kind of motions for you to turn it over,
Okay.
and it just says McKinley.
Oh. Let's go. This is
And
awesome.
a little tear kind of forms in his eye, and he runs up and he hugs your leg.
Okay. You knew my parents?
He goes,
Very well. That's awesome. Well, once we're safe, we need to talk about it.
That sounded like a cipher.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
That's gonna
For
help you with your
the
journals.
is this for the journals?
he goes.
Yes. Thank you. I hug him. I hug him.
He like lifts off the ground. He's like,
Oh.
Hey, your name's Pendleton, right?
he's like,
Yeah.
Yes.
We figured out your name.
What
Is there
what
anywhere in here that's safe for us to go right now?
he goes.
Yes.
Will you lead the way?
Well, you
Yeah,
know,
you will. Okay.
What is this fruit do?
he kind of
cactus
points.
fruit.
He kind of points to your flashlight. He's like,
Here.
he goes like,
I didn't want it on.
He
I did-
needs
I did-
it. He needs
Yeah.
it to be on. Yeah, turn it on for him.
Oh, you can't turn it on? Okay.
Okay, well, close.
you kind of like click it, and he's like. He grabs his little flashlight and he kind of just starts waving it. He points it at a building on the far side of town. You guys have heard about it. It looks like an old, rundown like medical station, and there's like the big kind of cross on the front of it, and it looks very rundown. There's it's boarded up, and he just goes. He kind of just starts waddling through town. As you guys are walking. Everybody who took necrotic damage, you may roll a d4 and recover that many hit points.
Sweet. Well, I don't
What is
take any.
If they
Milton,
got
what
the
does this fruit
cactus.
do?
Milton?
He points at CJ's
Did you
face,
say
and
Milton?
he just goes,
Heals it. Okay. Okay, so
I haven't used
Thanks.
mine yet, so I'm not rolling, right?
no.
Okay.
I didn't
It's up to
use.
yours.
My cactus
Because his crew's still.
Yeah, I don't need to use it, right?
Mine's still in
Because it's just
Pokeballs, and
fire
I want to
damage.
be discreet. I don't want to be like.
What
You
do we
can
call
use
it?
it, it'll heal him, but
Will it?
For the record, Mortar
not
got
much.
a health
Just
back,
like four,
and
so you
Evan
hold
Reed got
it
4 back.
Or you can hold on to it.
I'll hold on tight.
Because we're going to a medical station.
and Pendleton kind of just, as you guys reach the far side of town, he's like, and he takes one of his little claws and it kind of like sharpens to a point, and he starts unscrewing some of the screws that are holding the board in place, and kind of like pulls them out and puts them into his little pouch. And over time, he kind of like asks you guys to lift him up so you can reach the higher ones. And then he motions to CJ and Bentley and is kind of like,
Open them. Let's do it, boy.
Let's do it.
go ahead and make a strength check, each of you.
Oh boy.
Move the heavy boards out of the way.
11.
6.
6 and 11. Okay, you guys are kind of struggling.
Can I try?
You absolutely can try because
Bentley
as you see the
outstrengthens
as you see
CJ.
the lads
Yeah,
kind
I
of struggling
wanna
and
try it out.
Pendleton's kind of like chuckling. You kind of walk up, you're like,
Got this. I got
I'm just gonna chill with Pendleton. You guys handle it.
I'll roll. I'll try to help. You guys.
The 16-year-old comes in.
get it, Phoebe. Roll on a 16.
One hand.
Perfect. Phoebe kind of just walks up and is like,
Come on, guys.
and just lays the board flat, and Pendleton goes,
Put it back up.
Put it back up.
Like
When we
close us
get
in.
in.
Close
Yeah.
it
Oh,
in.
okay, okay.
he kind of like
Okay.
waddles inside, turns on the flashlight, looks around real quick, and just goes,
Does he not talk?
Yeah, he's a Pokemon. You can't.
All right, so we all are
Oh yeah, that's right.
Bentley, Mortar, and Evan Rude run and fly in respectively.
Yeah.
Okay.
We all enter.
Well,
Put the
enter.
board back.
So you get in and you put the board back. He just gives you a little thumbs up and holds out his little paw.
Yeah.
He's like,
I'm gonna put Moana down
Okay.
and let her stretch her legs.
Yeah.
She's gonna hop around a little bit.
yeah.
Okay.
Moana kind of stretches out, gets all excited to be out of the bag, and Pendleton just kind of goes.
I know, she's super cute.
Pendleton, the whole time you've been walking with him, has kind of been walking with his little walking stick, and he takes like a little strap off of his little satchel and kind of ties it around the end. Just kind of like taking his gear off, basically. And just sort of stretches it up against the wall, and he points to a small circular, like almost like a computer monitor, sitting on a desk, and it's got this like black plastic case on it, and he points to you, and he just goes.
Can we open that?
He just kind of points at it,
Nope.
and
I'll
there's
pick
like
it
a
up.
little button.
Oh. Okay.
He just points at the little button.
I'll push the button.
Okay, and a little screen turns on.
The
It just
computer
says-
explodes and you all die.
Oh no.
It says, "Welcome to Xantha Field Medical Research Center." And Pendleton just goes,
Phoebe, get on the computer. Is there a keyboard?
"There's a keyboard."
Okay, get on the
Hacking into
computer.
the mainframe.
I know. See if there's any medical stuff in here.
Push each key one time.
Control,
What is-
delete,
yeah, what does
baby.
the screen say right now?
The screen is currently blank.
manager
up in
this
It
bitch.
is currently blank. It's kind of like, it looks like a very old system compared to what you're used
Just
to from
DOS.
Ambercrag.
Oh, cool.
This is old school. And Pendleton
do I
just kind of
know?
points at it, and he's like,
So I'll pick him up and
Oh,
let him access
oh.
the keyboard.
yeah.
Oh, snap.
Pick him up, and he kind of.
Thank God we have people who speak charades.
I know.
This is great. Because if
Huh?
we didn't, we'd be like, I don't know what to do.
He kind of motions
Everyone's
for you to
like
get
squeezing the
closer,
sun.
Phoebe. He kind of motions for you to get closer.
Okay.
And he's like. And he hits a little button and it just says, "Xantha Field Medical Research Station." And he just goes,
Never mind.
"Xantha Field Medical Research Station."
Is there only one button that
He's just hitting like the space bar, basically.
Is there a mouse?
No, there's just a keyboard.
Can we look around and see if like there's papers that might have like a password or something?
What's on the screen?
Yeah, is there
it's
The
anything?
black.
screen is currently blank, and every time he pushes play, a little pop-up shows up. It says, "Welcome to the Field Medical Research Station."
I'll try
Is there maybe like a
Okay.
key code or something
As you
that we need
type
to plug
in on any key that's not the space bar, you notice like a little keylogger comes up.
Okay.
For like a password?
Or just anything.
Like
Okay.
an old computer where you're typing
Yeah,
in
like a
exact
DOS.
school.
Write a
Yeah.
command.
Yep.
Oh.
Maybe it's like one
Write
of
a
those old school
command.
video games where you write commands.
Is there Pendleton? Do you still have the notebook from Jonathan?
He goes,
Is there something in there that might have something to do with this that could help? Can I see it real quick?
Who's
he kind
Jonathan?
of pulls it out.
This is-
He waddles
Oh,
over to
okay.
the backpack and kind of pulls out the little notebook and she goes,
Thank you. And it won't. Can I look through it to see if there's anything that would look like something I would type in, like on the first page, maybe?
okay. Go ahead and make an investigation check.
7.
Our rolls
Okay.
are so trash today.
From what you're able to find, there was another member of the expedition crew that typically handled their
Dang it.
tech and infiltration.
Gotcha. Infiltration.
Yeah. The only name that you come across is McCoy.
Type it in. Type in McCoy.
I'll type in McCoy and hit enter.
Okay. As you type in McCoy and hit enter, Pendleton just looks up and his eyes kind of sparkle for a second, and it just says, "Ophelia McCoy, welcome."
Yes! Ophelia?
Mm-hmm.
Ophelia. Is that a woman? That's a woman. That's a woman.
No, it's a dude.
Are there new options now? Or is it
There are
still
new
what
options
are my
now on your
options?
screen. Your options are Pokemon Research, Expedition, and Memory.
First one.
Yeah, so I'm gonna hit enter on Pokemon Research.
Okay, so you hit enter on Pokemon Research. You see a bunch
I'm
of
gonna do all
files
three.
pop up,
Okay.
and a voice just says, Pendleton, an excellent study into Pokemon memory. Let's learn more. And 3 options come up. It says, the first one is Pendleton. The second option is second option is Justice.
Oh.
The third option is Kaz.
Oh. Alright, let's start with Pendleton.
Yeah.
Okay. As you click the Pendleton file, you see a video begin to play on the screen.
Uh-huh.
And Pendleton is just kind of watching in horror
Okay.
as you click it. And he's kind of like,
CJ distracted for a
and
second.
he starts to look away as you guys see.
I'm gonna grab him. I'm gonna grab him.
You guys see a very naive-looking Teddy Ursa kind of wandering around in a clean white room. And you see a scientist in another room. And the scientist is sort of taking notes, and they send in a gentleman who's dressed head to toe in exploration gear. Tegan, you recognize your father in this video.
Oh my god. That's my dad.
As he walks into the room, he kind of pats Pendleton on the head, gives him his little pit hat that he's currently wearing, and a little walking stick. And a voice comes over the intercom and just says, "We're going to commence phase 1.
Oh boy.
And you watch as Emery McKinley steps out of the room, and three figures sort of enter. One is a small turtle-looking creature. One looks to be some sort of parasitic plant latched onto the back of a 4-legged animal. And one is a small lizard with fire kind of spurting out of its tail. And as the scientist just says, "Begin testing," you watch as Pendleton's eyes glaze over in the video. He pulls out the walking stick and commences to beat the ever-loving crap out of these 3 Pokemon.
What
And
the
as they
hell were my parents
attempt
doing?
to fight back, you watch as he essentially has ninja moves. He's using his walking stick to run, kick, do the Matrix run around. He's just beating the crap out of these things to the point that Emery, you can hear him yelling on the intercom, "Stop the experiments, stop the experiments." And the scientist just says, "Just a little longer, it's fine, he's doing well." And you watch as one by one the small turtle just has its neck snapped. The small grass parasite thing has the bulb just ripped off its back, and you watch as he, with glee, Pendleton just kind of cracks the tail of the lizard creature, sort of incapacitating it, and it just licks its claws and snuffs the fire, and the thing stops breathing.
I would like to get closer to the screen and look at Pendleton.
Okay.
I want to look and see if he's got any contraptions on him that makes him that way? No? None at all?
Nope. And then you watch as his eyes that have been kind of glazed over in the video
Come back?
just sort of come back to him, and he looks around just in horror, and he just like collapses in a heap of tears. And Emery kicks the door down and runs in and just picks up Pendleton and carries him out of the room.
Oh my gosh.
And Pendleton's just staring in shock, just crying in your arms, CJ, as you're trying to keep his eyes away from the screen.
Is there a date on the video?
There is not a date on the video.
It's okay, buddy. I'm just gonna hug him.
He's just looking, and he sort of pulls out a little piece of fruit, and he just starts nibbling on it and just kind of sobbing to himself.
All right, Justice.
Oh, I'm gonna
Moving
go.
on.
I'm gonna
Holy
console
crap.
Pendleton too.
Okay.
Jesus.
As you move on to Justice, you
Heartlessly.
see
Get something else on the screen.
Yeah.
you see
that's fair.
a flaming horse in the same room as Pendleton was in,
Ooh.
just sort of
Punica?
trotting around nervously and just kind of munching on some grass. And the same scientist just says, "Commence phase 2." And you hear the robotic voice that you've heard in this room already just say, "Commencing phase 2." And you see a sort of a man wearing the typical clothes that you would see on the miners in the bar just walk in, and he's got kind of a pickaxe over his back. And he just goes, "I'm really not sure about this. This is legal, right?" And he goes, yeah, of course it's legal. We've covered that." He just goes, and this won't cause any irreparable damage? He goes, "Not if the experiment works. Just do it." And you watch the man just goes, whack, and just brings the pickaxe down on the head of the horse Pokemon. And you watch as it just collapses and crumples to the ground.
And dies?
And the scientist just says, "Begin phase 3." And the file says video corrupted.
No.
What the hell is going on here?
But we can assume that fire horse died.
It might have been the one that you saw.
It's very possible. It looked like it.
We need
Cause.
As you click the Kaz video, that same room is just covered in what looks like paint. Just dozens of like equations written on the walls, and you see a very small yellow creature with sort of brown fur. It looks like Kaz, but much smaller, just levitating them in the center of the room with its eyes closed, teleporting just from one corner of the room to the other, and just like kind of scrawling something quickly, and then teleporting to another corner.
He's psychic.
Yeah.
And he sort of like levitates up to the camera, and his eyes that are normally closed, one of them opens, and it's just bloodshot.
Oh, yikes.
And he just colors on the screen and just says no.
Oh.
And the scientist just goes, "All right, Kaz, we're going to commence phase 4. Are you ready?" And he just points at the camera and just sort of crosses his arms, teleports into the bottom corner of the room, and just stares at the wall. And you watch as a much older man kind of comes into the room. He's wearing military garb. He enters and he just says, "Hey, buddy, I'm gonna take care of you." And Kaz just whips around and lifts this man up with his fingers and just holds him. You see Javier sort of struggling against something, against his throat. He's sort of just clutching at it and trying, and you watch as his face begins to turn purple on the screen as his eyes are kind of bulging. And the creature's currently in a glass room, and you watch as Javier's body just flies through the glass. And the creature just sort of teleports and is just on top of him. And the man just goes, "Get security in here! We need security!" And the video cuts off.
Sounds like all that war business was a load of poop. Don't think he ever fought in any war.
I don't know.
I don't think Javier did.
He was old
No.
and he was wearing military stuff, so it's very possible
It was even before
after.
But maybe he's just
after.
been experimenting on Pokemon all this
He could
time.
have done war and then moved into that field of...
All right, let's go
Regardless,
into
could have heralded messed up
expedition.
stuff is happening
Expedition.
here.
Okay. As you head into
crap.
Expedition, you see 3 names pop up. You see Emery McKinley, Ophelia McCoy, and Jonathan Gilroy.
Tegan, are you ready for this?
Yeah.
All right, we'll click on
Starting for dead.
Emery.
No, can we not do him first?
That's why I asked.
That's fine. Go ahead.
Okay.
Okay. So you click Emery McKinley. It says, Emery McKinley, presumed missing or dead. Unheard of in 3 years, 2 months, 4 hours.
Wow.
And counting.
Okay.
Oh, I already knew all that, so that's good.
Ophelia.
Ophelia McCoy. Currently logged into the system. Hello,
yeah.
Mrs. McCoy.
Oh yeah, it's us. I was like, hold on, what? Hi.
Jonathan.
How quickly we
I
forget.
did forget.
Maybe I had like a tidbit. Who knows? Jonathan Gilroy.
As
You booped
as you
it,
go to
Joel.
hit it,
Why'd you boop it?
Pendleton kind of jumps up and is like trying to grab onto your arm as you click, and it just says Jonathan Gilroy.
And I hit memory.
All right.
Why did you do that?
Because Pendleton jumped at him.
Oh.
That, and we know if this is only a status
Yeah,
update, we
it's
already
just
know.
dead.
Yeah. So we're just, we don't even need
And
wanna
Pendleton's
hurt
already
Pendleton
just
that
kind of
way.
Yeah,
like
that's
he's
enough.
trying to
Strut.
himself.
So
Go to-
Jonathan
go
was
to
his
memory.
homie?
Yeah.
Sad day.
It's like his trainer, I guess.
Partner.
Or your assumption.
Well,
Yeah.
we found out that it was his partner.
Yeah, we kind of confirmed that.
Okay.
Memory.
All right, so you click memory.
Memory.
Okay. As you click memory, dozens of text strings come up. And it stops at the bottom, and it just says experiment 024. As you click on experiment 024,
So you boop it.
as you boop it,
Oh, it's 2-4? I wrote 4-2.
024.
I'm a fool.
024.
Jordan. Jordan?
3.
3? Well, close enough. Michael Jordan.
As you click 024, you see the same painted room that Kaz was in, just in shambles. There's a massive crater on one side of the wall, and it continues on the other side. And there's 2 massive, like, claw marks kind of alternating throughout this room, and sparks are sort of shooting everywhere. And you see the scientist that's been conducting all these experiments just sort of, like, gashed through the center. Very similar wounds to what you saw on Jonathan Gilroy's body. And that scientist just goes, 024. Resounding success.
Oh no.
Seems fitting that I should meet my end at my own creation's hands. And you hear, and another
crash?
thing just comes smashing through the wall, and it's this massive mechanical snake-looking thing with just gears and wires and all sorts of implements just sort of sticking out of it. And it just sort of looks down and just menaces, and you watch as its jaw just sort of unhinges in 4 spots, and it just collapses on this scientist. And it, as it goes to flail, it sort of shatters the camera with its tail, and it just is left with static.
Make
Is there any timestamps on this?
There are no timestamps.
I can't help but think I'm going to have some very bad trauma from all of this.
Bro,
I'm
this
only a
is-
child.
This stuff is intense, man.
I'm imagining Pendleton as like crow's feet. Like,
At this point,
Your ability to pivot on a dime. And click. Okay. Oh, man.
What
at
did
this
we
point,
learn from this?
I don't know how to
Pendleton's
process
kind of
trauma.
been reaching for the keyboard for a little bit.
Okay.
Do you allow him to?
Yeah,
For sure.
Yes.
For sure.
There's a button next to the space bar. There's a plus sign, and he kind of taps it, and a little table unfurls next to it, and he just kind of points at it, points at the screen, and just like keeps sobbing. In this little table, there's 6 compartments that look like the perfect size for a Pokeball.
But none.
There's nothing in it.
There's nothing in there currently.
Were those your friends, Pendleton?
He just kind of breaks into tears and just
I
collapses.
was gonna say yes.
I'm hoping this will like heal us.
Right? Wouldn't it?
Yeah, but they'd have to be in a Pokeball to be healed.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, I'll give it a shot.
look.
because I'm the scarediest.
Wait, what are you doing?
I'm gonna put my Pokeballs on it, see if it heals them.
Oh. On the
Can-
tray?
Can we maybe type
Test
in PC or
I'm gonna put my 3 Pokeballs on there, and I'm gonna. Is it something on the computer I gotta do?
Potentially. You put all 3 in?
This is kind of sketchy.
Don't do all 3 of them. I wouldn't if I were you, Milo.
do the one you hate the most?
No, I just. What
Yeah,
can we?
pick favorites.
What? No.
All
Can't
right.
we just put like an empty
Inquiry
one?
Tell you
in
what,
there?
tell you what,
which
tell you
one you
what.
like the least.
I'm gonna leave it empty. Not gonna put anything on it. I'm just gonna type in heal and hit enter. Does it do anything?
It says, no file found.
But if you put one in
What if you
there-
put one on there? Would it be able to tell the history of the Pokemon?
Bentley takes Evinrude's Pokeball that Evinrude is not in
Yeah, do an
and
empty
puts
one.
it in one of the Pokeball slots.
Okay. As you do, a little glass case just sort of slowly closes over the top. And a little kind of like, almost like an x-ray machine just kind of goes. No Pokemon detected.
Okay.
Well, one of y'all's gonna have to do it.
Is there anything that comes up on the screen when it scans that? Or just... Okay.
Just no Pokemon detected.
I say Milo doesn't do it because he's already missing one.
Does the glass thing
Pendleton?
open back up?
It does.
Okay, I'll take the Pokeball back.
I'm very sorry to interrupt, but can we use this to heal our Pokemon?
Can you?
He's asking, Pendleton.
Oh, you're asking Pendleton?
Yeah.
He just looks and just goes,
Oh,
Oh, sweet.
go for it, guys.
Or it's the long con.
Pendleton
This is-
kind of
No,
just like
I
reaches
trust
over
him.
towards the table and is like,
Okay. I mean, I don't have anything to heal. Otherwise, I'd do it. I'll do it if you want me to. If you're worried about it, I'll get Bang out here. I'll tell him what's up, and then tell him we're gonna do it.
I'd do it.
Pendleton
down?
is currently reaching, like trying to get to the table.
I'll pick him up.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he kind of points at it.
It's just like one of the spaces.
Just at the table. He just points at it.
Do you want one of us to put our Pokeballs in there?
He goes,
Yours?
Oh,
Where's
snap.
yours?
I
Where's
have it.
yours?
You still have it, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna pull it out
God.
and I'm gonna put it on the table.
okay. Then he kind of motions. He like reaches out for it.
Oh, okay.
And then he
I hand
points
it to him.
back at the table.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna put it on the table.
I
He's
think
still holding
He
it.
wants it.
I think he wants to go in
He
it.
wants to
Oh,
go
God.
in it.
Oh, snap. Can we do that? Is it safe?
He goes,
All
I
right.
thought we already established that it didn't work. I thought it was broken.
Maybe it only works with
Yes,
this machine.
But I
Maybe
don't.
this will fix it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay. I'm just gonna call him back into it then, I guess.
okay. Nothing happens.
Okay.
But Pendleton's still just pointing at the table.
Should
Put
I
it
put
on
it
the
on
table
the table
and then try and call him in.
and then try to call you in?
Yeah.
He goes,
Oh, no.
Just put it on.
You put you
Put
on the table.
Pendleton on the table.
Oh snap! Okay. All right, dude.
as you put him on there, he kind of just plops down, pulls out a little bit of honey, and just kind of starts licking his paw as the glass kind of seals over him. You watch as all the little cuts and bruises he's gotten throughout the day just sort of heal over. And he kind of just licks his paws. And then it just says, healing complete. And the glass kind of lifts up and Pendleton just goes,
I'm putting
Awesome.
Koa in there then.
Thanks, dude.
Sweet.
I
I'm
call
putting
back
Koa in
Mortar
there.
in.
Yeah, I'm
Do
gonna
it.
put Koa in
Do
there.
it.
okay.
After that,
Pendleton kind of just keeps sitting down, offers up a honeyed paw to Koa, who just
and he
starts
takes it
licking
gladly.
Yeah.
Licks him.
As the glass sort of covers, Koa looks at you kind of nervous inside, and you're like, yeah, it's good. And Pendleton's just kind of petting him. He's like,
He starts
It's gonna be okay.
licking some more
It's gonna be
honey
okay.
off of
It's
him.
gonna be
you
okay.
hear, healing complete.
Yes.
You may fully heal Koa.
Nice. Let's go.
Don't die.
Back up.
We only have to worry if his eyes glaze over.
Are you worried about Pendleton right now?
I'm not. I trust him.
Nah, dude.
I'm only worried if his eyes go.
He's gained my trust.
Pendleton,
I'm not
do you want
worried about
down?
He's like,
So I take him down. I'm gonna
Okay.
take Koa down.
Alright, I'll put Mortar and Evinrude's Pokeballs in the thing.
Okay.
Yeah, Crash, you want to get up there? I know you're only hurt. Crash is like, ah! Scampers on up.
Yeah. He gets up there and kind of stomps around a little bit, and as he's jumping, the glass kind of like hits him in the back of the head. Closes again, and then tries to close, and he's like, ah! Ah! It closes, he starts pounding on it, puts like a little cracks in it.
Relax, bro.
And it just goes, and he's like trying to snap up and bite the device as it slowly begins to opening, and he's like, ah! And just scrambles back out and jumps on the floor. He's like, ah!
He does not.
He's good.
He's good.
He's good. Okay.
Should we try and see if this is like a PC?
Well, I guess I'll join the party here. I'm gonna heal Monty, and then I'm gonna take little buddy out and put him sitting in there, so he doesn't have to be in his Pokemon.
His little buddy emerges. He's got like a little smile on his face. He's like,
"What's up, little buddy?"
Yeah.
kind of waves with his little hand.
Super cute.
His little nub.
Yeah.
Does
while
it heal their necrotic damage?
It does.
Oh, okay.
While everyone's
So I still
healing
have
their
my
Pokemon, can I
prickly
kind of
pear.
like start looking around the area just to see if I can find anything of my parents?
Even though I don't think they're home, but whatever.
Do what?
Nice.
I don't
What
think
is
they
that?
got
Are you
any
doing perception or investigation?
Hits.
Investigation.
gonna-
Okay, then pick that one.
in case I'm mistaken.
That is a 21.
21.
Nice, girl.
Okay. As you sort of survey the room, it's not very large, but there is sort of like a door to what looks like an office with like windows on it. And it just says the office of Dr. McCoy.
I'm gonna go in there.
Might be a good idea.
The door is currently locked.
Can I, on this computer, can I like type in like Pokemon storage and see if that does anything?
It says, "Welcome to the Pokemon storage system.
Oh goodness.
Would you like to make a deposit or a withdrawal?"
I'm just gonna do withdrawal and see what it does. Withdrawal.
Okay. It says, "Please enter trainer ID code."
Do we have
I was
those?
gonna say, what is that?
Yeah,
Is that
don't
just
you?
your name?
From the gym. Don't you have one?
Did I get one?
You registered?
Did I have a? I think we got a thing from the gym, right?
Yeah.
I don't remember a number.
You like we registered. We registered at the first gym.
I don't take notes, bro.
At the first gym.
Is it just our last name, first name?
I'll try
First
to
name
just type
C.
my name in.
Last name J.
Literally.
It says, "Welcome,
That's what happened. That's what I did.
Rooter."
Oh my god, my name.
And you're
wrong.
kind of like, "Oh man."
What happened?
Said my name
Milo
wrong.
Rooter.
It says, "Welcome, Milo Rooter." You're kind of like, you got the last name, but not. It just says, "Would you like to make a deposit or a withdrawal?"
Withdrawal.
Withdrawal. Our records indicate you currently have 3 Pokemon in your possession.
I do.
This is the maximum allowable by law.
Yes.
Is it?
Pokemon police
He
are
said
coming.
it.
With you.
They're watching you.
So you have to deposit one in order to get Howl out. Snap skis.
I'm gonna nod right now.
Okay.
I'll leave it as it is.
Alright.
Can you
log out.
confirm that he's there, though?
You hear a faint howl.
That's what I was trying to do. But I don't want to put anyone else in there in case there's like something that I gotta deal with. I don't want to
Yeah.
do it to 2.
Oh, boy.
Oh boy.
Oh, boy.
Oh boy.
I feel like we always overthink things.
Probably.
That's just a character trait I have, so
That's fair.
Piddleton, do you know if there's a key to get in this office?
He kind of taps his fingers and like his little claw on his face for a second. Licks some of the honey just absent-mindedly and just goes,
Has claw.
Ah! Can you open this office for
he's
me?
like,
So I pick you up
yeah.
and I walk over to the
Kind of
office.
waddles over with you and he just kind of goes. He's kind of just trying to work the lock with his little nail and he kind of gets another one in there. You hear it.
Did it just break?
And then he's like,
Open it.
So I grab the door.
okay.
Open
As
it.
you grab the door handle, his little paws kind of go in there. And as soon as he's open, he's like, kind of gets his little claws out.
Having gained some insight into Pendleton's tragic past and seen some evidence from the early days of cards, our heroes take a moment to think about what they've seen and what they might yet discover